Yeah, thank you.
Ledger, legal entity, and business units. This is done. Before that, we have to load our chart of accounts. Once this is done, we complete the uh, legal entity related updates or changes, things like addresses or more legal entities or legal authority and stuff like that, that can also be
He was asking that where is that mark? Okay.
Mubashir, can you please mute?
Yeah, please go on. So from our
then
side, we
you
can
can
put it.
your chart of accounts, related configuration, things like account aliases, right? Then account hierarchy, account combination. The concepts remain the same as it was in R12. Are you guys okay with this, or do we want to go in and do each one of them?
Sort of security rules will be covered in CDS, CDR.
Security rules relating to the accounts.
Yes. Accounts responsibilities.
Individual account wise, it would be done under this, but if you are talking about overall the security of the ledgers or access to ledgers and all that, we'll do it under the security part of it.
Okay.
Then
Enabling consolidation.
additional currencies if required. Right?
Secondary ledger consolidation.
Yes, secondary ledger is another thing. I think if we can update it here. Secondary ledger and options. Primary ledger options, right? So these would be the post upload steps that you should be doing. Okay, and currencies and currency types, if any. Okay, currency. Oh, sorry, conversion types. Usually spot, user, and corporate. That's the most common thing that we have. And daily rates. Daily rates, usually it's a feed, right? That you would be regularly uploading into your environment. Okay. Are you all comfortable with this? Or do we need to go in and check them out?
I think so. Just we can quickly go through these all areas better.
Okay. The other day we had looked at the ledger options and all of that, right? So I think we are good with that. Secondary ledger options, we are good with that. Team?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay.
If somebody has any concern or question related to the areas we have covered, Please raise your hand and ask.
If you have anything, we can revisit those. Otherwise, we'll move on. And instances also, we saw the chart of account instances.
So, Saurabh, regarding ledger options, we discussed that ledger options are available for both ledgers, primary ledger and secondary ledger separately, yeah, as a CD setup. Okay, and in the ledger options, can you quickly show us the ledger option configuration, what normally we do updates in case of secondary ledger update, for example?
Okay. So for secondary ledger, we have to come to the one below the secondary ledger here. Okay, so we'll select primary ledger and select secondary ledger, and then we'll.
Sorry, T. He's asking for that.
There's nothing defined here. So let me just create one. So we had said one of them can be different. So here I'm going to choose another currency. Okay, and the thing can be the same. And data conversion levels, we can just leave it at the journal if required, or we can have it at. So we say save and close. So then we have this. So now the second one shows up. This is still in progress. So these are the options which is similar to the one that we had for our primary ledger. Okay.
Okay. So primary ledger is also tagged here, right?
Correct. Correct. Because each ledger will ultimately be tagged to your primary ledger. Secondary ledger will be tagged to your primary ledger.
Hmm.
So secondary ledger is mandatory.
As such, no. But again, if you have requirements or if you have to do it, then you can. Otherwise, you can just live with your primary ledger.
Okay, where do we mark the reporting currency?
That's at the reporting currency.
Ledger options, huh?
Manage reporting currencies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
moving on, we have looked at the instances and all of that. We have done
वो उस दिन नहीं पता नहीं.
ledger, startup account, deploying. We have startup accounts, all that. We can create a shorthand alias, okay, account alias. So so you have this manage shorthand aliases. So here we'll first select a chart of accounts for which we are defining the shorthand aliases. Did we not have a instance?
Enabled.
ये करना पड़ेगा.
You have to enable shorthand alias, na?
Yeah.
Saurabh?
Yeah, he's going
Yes,
to
yes.
operate now.
Okay, 1 second. Can you just pause here? Can you go to the company and just click on edit?
Yes.
Here only, or maybe go to LOB and just click on edit. LOB.
Second line.
So what is the relevance of this required display and BI enabled flex?
Required is whether that particular in the flex field, whether that is mandatory or not. So once you start entering, it will force you to have a value.
Okay.
Okay. Displayed is again with whether that flex field will be displayed or not.
And BI?
BI is when in the BI you have the reporting where you are pulling in all the information for the chart of accounts, whether this segment values will be pulled in or not.
Okay.
So
And this tree name is, you have to create tree, it's a ledger or it's a tree you have to create as a a parent-child tree you have to create.
Yeah, here
Tree name.
everything like we in EBS we used to call it hierarchy, right? We had position hierarchy, we
Yeah.
had organization hierarchy. Here they are calling all this as trees. So you have a position tree, you have a organization tree, and you have a tree structure, account flex field hierarchy.
Can you go to this hierarchy, a tree basically, and see like how to, what can be captured? It's a ledger only, no? Or it's
Account flex field.
yeah.
Yeah. It's for the flex field. I'll show you that. I mean, somebody has done something.
So, Saurabh, you are referring that if required is not marked in that segment. So, does it mean that you can put the GL account with this segment value?
Without this value.
Without this value, it can be a null value basically.
Okay, even it would not be a 000.
Correct. Correct.
But that feature was not there in EBS, correct? The required, and because everything is was required, correct? In the EBS.
So when you defined your key flex field, you could specify a particular segment as required or not required, right?
Okay. 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 So you are creating a new segment?
No, actually this errored out over there.
Okay.
Somebody started creating and left it half done.
S18 is your.
Either we no, I don't think it would be any of us.
Saurabh, what is the local use segment, this segment label feature?
Label.
Segment label is
Segment,
yeah. So
local use segment.
uh, local use is more like probably something like you have some global organization in one or two environments that particular segment is being used, but it's not being used everywhere.
Come again?
What I'm saying is, if it is, let's say it is not used on a pan organization basis, just one or two smaller countries may be using it, or one or two larger countries may be using it. So now we got our SP Infusion ledger. Okay. And for this, when I am defining this, suppose I have any existing ones, it will show up over here. But since it's not, let me just show you something which we have for US chart. So these are some of the shorthand aliases that have been defined for this particular chart of accounts. To create a new one, we'll click on the plus sign. So you can give a name, okay? And if it is whichever one you're searching for, you would be entering it for that particular ledger, okay? So let's say I want it for our ledger. So I'll say cancel. I can just search for it again. Then I click on plus. And just call it SP cash to show that it is part of our so you can either choose you can choose any combination of these. This is for save. Otherwise, we can say save here. Entire. Okay. Everyone.
Yeah.
Okay. So moving on. Even these, just like you have this export to Excel option, so you can export this also.
Oh, so sorry, this SP cash name to be presented in TB and other reportings wherever this account combination is tagged or
Alias, if
mapped.
you are going to choose the alias, then you can. Whenever you are entering.
So display the name option is still there, that you want to show the alias or the actual name, original name. Am I correct?
I think you broke up. Can you please?
Yeah, I'm saying whenever we are inquiring the balance of this account in reports or in other pages, so system allows to select either you want to show
Yes.
the short name or you want to show the original complete name. Correct?
Correct. So wherever there is the alias option, you will get the list.
And Saurabh, if we have to upload more than like 50 and more combinations, is there anywhere to we can import it?
I believe there is. You can do that.
Saurabh, your voice is too low.
Is it? Let me. Is it better now? I'll bring the
Yes,
mouthpiece
it's
closer to
better
my
now.
mouth.
Yes,
Okay.
it's better.
So once this is done, other option is your account hierarchy. Do we see it here?
Yeah, account hierarchies.
Just search for it. Do you see it? Yeah, manage account hierarchies. So you see, this was that account hierarchies you were talking about. Okay, this is that, let's say, all China accounts.
So Saurabh, periods are there at the ledger level only, na? Periods control, correct?
Yes, yes, I'll show you that next.
Okay, it's not at the legal entity level, correct? It's at the ledger level only.
Ledger level. Subledgers and ledger.
Okay, okay.
So this is the hierarchy that you are creating. Parent and the detail values and all that.
So we have total 9 levels, right? Parent to child hierarchy.
Yeah.
And scroll down.
Not more than that.
वो तो डिफाइन करता है चार्ट ऑफ अकाउंट स्ट्रक्चर ये ग्लोबल वाला होगा हमारा डिजाइन
Which we upload by that spreadsheet.
Find the US one. If you see, please let me know. Like we have this for our SP infusion. This is for SP infusion. Okay. This is for the line of business for the SP infusion. So wherever we had that parent child, and
So is this you are creating or it's automatically
no,
it's
it got
automatically coming
created.
from
Yeah,
the
it
deploy
got created when we deployed it.
deploy flex field, correct? It's a S-base cube, correct?
Correct, correct. Whenever you once you finish uploading your account structures, you will find this S-base creation programs.
Okay.
They automatically start off in the background.
In the deploy flex field, yeah.
Yes, yeah. So you don't have to do anything. Not deploy when you are uploading through the schedule process, na?
Yeah.
When we were having that Excel file uploaded over there, at that point itself, you will find those S-based processes also get kicked off.
Okay, and if you are doing manually, then how it works? Do you have to run the program or how it is?
Manually plus. Oh, the S-base you mean? If
Yeah,
you update, yeah, if you update, then you rerun that program.
It will come automatically. And this hierarchy, it is coming from the value set only, now, or we
Correct,
can create
correct.
here, and it will be
Yes.
available at values also.
Yeah, you see, you can basically see this account hierarchies is, from when we uploaded it, these got created, right? So when we had those, the same set of
Right.
values got created here.
So this is just a value and value sets, correct?
Correct, that's it.
And the
Values,
parent-child
values,
relationship.
yeah. Parent and child, they are calling, they only know two things. Sorry, node and parent node and child nodes. So everything else is a
Yes.
node. And the structure here is, if you see, the tree structure code is GL account flex field.
Yeah.
So accordingly, it will pull up everything that is there.
So this is inheriting from your values only, correct? Shadow account values
correct,
only. It is
correct,
coming automatically. Your tree is creating.
Right.
So here, if I create, my question is, if you are creating any values in this tree structure, it will be available in the values also, correct? Or no?
I think you need to create a value set.
So what is the meaning if I added here,
1 3.
let's say
Go ahead.
100111013? So would it be available in my accounting transactions also? Will I be able to pass the journal in 1 3?
See, the tree is not, uh, um, it's the other way around. You have to have it defined in your flex fields, okay, for you to create
Yeah.
it in your journals. Tree is
So you,
only for your downstream, anywhere else that you may be using it.
so we should not create it from here, correct?
New values you should not create here. You should first create them through the value set and then come and add them here if required.
Okay, probably for any other purpose
Other
we can use this
downstream,
additional
yes,
value.
yes.
Maybe some for the other consolidation stuff or other
Yeah.
stuff.
Other
correct?
downstream reporting or EPM and all those places.
And the transactions would be posted at the lowest level, right?
Correct.
Lowest
Child,
level of this
child.
period.
Child
That
values.
same concept remains.
Okay. And segment value security rule also same concept, correct?
Yes, yes.
It's but how it works? Can you open and
Yeah,
see?
yeah, sure.
Because here there is no responsibility concept.
Oh,
Previously in EBS it was
correct.
responsibility level.
Which one should be? So these are the places where it is being used. And okay. Okay.
No, so security rule, yeah. So it's I think values, correct?
Values. And
So
these are the ones that we like. This was for ABC account. So whatever you will
okay.
create, you will then, whether you are what all things you're allowing, posting, budgeting, what type of account,
Yeah.
all those things.
Correct.
This financial category.
Financial categories, I think for the reporting only, correct?
Reporting,
For
correct.
example,
You want to
which
see the
categories are
value?
Yeah, for us,
this account?
it may be used for the financial reporting studio, correct?
All wherever you have that, when you're grouping these and into like cash type or common stock, or these are just different categories that they have given.
Okay, Saurabh, and I believe in the BI also we can have this option to enable or show financial categories.
In the BI, you can do a reporting on that.
Okay.
Okay, I think we are looking for a security, some value security management.
Okay.
Okay, one last question, Saurabh. For example, if we want to open a DFF at account level, like the previous form which we have opened, can you go back, please?
It was there, no?
So,
Not this one, sorry.
do we have the same concept as in EBS?
Yes, DFF is the same concept. So you can enable it at the at the transaction level, the lines level, header level, batch level. Wherever there is a DFF on the screen, you can enable it.
Okay.
Next, we'll look at the cross validation.
Saurabh, can I ask a little techie kind of a question here?
I don't know whether I'll be able to answer so
But
much
not
of
an
it.
issue. But let me ask it
Okay, okay.
if
Yeah,
you
go ahead.
see
Whatever we can share.
in EBS we have a functionality of examine and something where we can see who last updated or modified this record or something, right?
That you can see here also.
Okay, where
But
can
you
I?
can't see the table name.
Yeah, so that's what I'm asking.
I'll show you.
Okay.
Now, this is the normal manual way of, doing your chart of account rules and all that. Okay. So if I want to check for anything for SP infusion, I can search for it. If I don't find anything, I can create. Okay. There are like the next question obviously would be who do all this one by one, right? So you will have spreadsheets to upload it also.
Can we create a one quickly? CVR,
Yeah.
cross validation rule.
So this is the condition filter and this is the validation filter. Okay, so this we'll have to define these two. So let's say I want a condition filter and I want a validation filter. Let's say I want
So Saurabh, what do you use in the validation filter?
Same
So I'm-
120 or 4010?
yeah, so this
No, but
validation filter, okay. So I am having
condition filter you are using.
sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, so in the condition filter, I have used 120 for department
Yeah.
or cost center equal to 120. Okay.
Yeah. And validation filter?
So validation filter, suppose I want only 4010. So then in that case, I can add, let's say I want only
Account.
account. Okay. So let's say I don't want this. I'll remove this. Account. I want only 4010 or, whatever the value is there.
And if you want to put the range, then how will that?
Between is equal to
Yeah, okay.
So
Excel filter.
they have thought of more or less everything that one can possibly think of. Okay. So let's see. I'll just use one value here. Okay. And I can have multiple over there. So here this value should change also. Only be 11010. That was 11010, right? 11010. 11010. Okay. So in this way, I can go on creating one after another.
Okay. So and here also the same principle, like once you, if already code combination is created, then cross validation rule will not work on that
Correct.
code combination. Okay. I think we can move on to the next.
You can move to the security rules or
To the
security rules.
okay. These are the other things. Those are remaining the same, so I don't need to show you.
Yeah, I think you can leave that
Same
part.
in EBS,
Yeah.
so we can go through it.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same thing. And
The above one, yeah.
You have to enable security, I think, here first.
So here you have this data security. So from there you will be able to pull this up, the whatever rules you are specifying for this particular security. Oops, is it open somewhere on anybody's screen?
Yes, open.
Okay. So, pretty much this remains just like it was before. So, and the other thing that you wanted to see was the periods, right? So let me just show you the periods.
Skip करिए.
So this is the general accounting through which you will get access to the accounting model, means the general ledger. And you can say, click on the period closure. And here it shows you, this is the general ledger, the current period, okay, the accounting period, which ledger and accounting period, what is the current status in GL, what is the status in the subledgers. Okay, let me just, you see this, everyone?
Yeah, we can see.
So against each of them, suppose you want to go and open the next period or whichever period is there, and accounting period, and these each of them, they have a symbol. Let's say general ledger. Let's first talk about general ledger periods. So against each of these accounting periods, these are the statuses. Okay, so you have like pencil icon means future enterable. This is currently open. This icon is the closed one. If you go to the bottom, you can see the meaning of these
Legends.
legends. Okay.
Meaning can open momentarily closing. You cannot read.
Yeah, the rules of the period and remains the same. Okay.
Okay. So, Saurabh, for example, if we want to split the access of period opening and closing for different modules, subledger modules,
Don't give them
how can it be
access.
managed through data
So,
access set?
yes,
Roles.
no, roles. Now everything is through roles.
Okay, got it. So we will be having different 4 to 5 roles for each module period closing.
Probably
Roles and
roles,
functions are there.
host of roles. Roles is like, how should I describe
Again.
it? Yeah, it's a laundry list kind of thing. Long list of things that you will have, which you will be uploading. Once we see it, then it will be clear to everyone. So that's a pretty elaborate
Okay,
thing,
yes.
definition of the roles.
Saurabh,
Yeah.
we are not much clear on security rule. Can you please help us to create at least one security rule?
Sure. We'll do that. We'll do that subsequently. Okay. So what I will suggest is before the next class, everybody please have your ledgers uploaded. Okay. So that you can go into your ledgers and you can define your own rules, and you will be able to play around with that in a much better manner. And let me just go back to this ledger one more time, the period that is there. So again, whenever you want to open any particular period, you click on it and then you have this open period which will be enabled. Okay. And like you can close the period, open the period from here against each of these periods. And based on that, you can, monitor your
So,
ledger
Saurabh, what is
period.
the social tab is there here? How it will help us? The social
Oh,
one.
that's it's a killer feature from Oracle Fusion for Fusion now. Yeah, it's
So
just
it's
it's just a part of Oracle social network. They have deployed something called as a Oracle social
yeah.
network where internally, or you could have your people, let's say your team, and all of you are having different
Mm.
you guys are like gurus of finance, and people are raising questions, and you can answer questions, and you can have points scored, and just like we have in these forums and all that, now you can have your own wall,
Yeah.
and on those
So you
wall you
have to
can
create
keep
here.
posting. Yeah, you can
So you
keep
have to create your
updating
team
them.
here. Right?
Yeah, you can build all of that. I really mean, at least I haven't
Why
seen
this feature
any.
is only accessible through this period closer form?
No, it's there in other places also, couple of other places as well.
Here they need to have the other
Yeah,
teams
correct.
collaboration.
Yeah, it's basically a collaboration, you can say, internal team collaboration kind of thing. And
And they are notified if you are putting, so they will be notified with this.
yeah, they get that such and such person has published, and you can maintain your social ranking and all that kind of thing. So you can
And
publish.
that is everything is recorded as a conversations and it is data is also stored in the cloud. So
Yeah.
tomorrow it's auditable also, correct? No, it's
And
good, na?
good and bad, a lot of people don't want to share.
Yeah, but they have
So
to share, na? If officially if someone is going, they have to share.
yeah, that's the question, debate, control. How much of a person's life a company is going to control?
So Saurabh,
So
are you out of the line? Are you part of Oracle?
uh,
Hello?
I am.
Okay. Oracle ACS or Vision?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I was also so reporting to Lokesh.
No, there's somebody called Arun.
Arun,
Huh.
you are part of OMCS, huh? Or ACS?
They have so many abbreviations. Okay, so I know ACS. So, and then there are different
Anyway,
variations of that. So,
that's
okay,
fine. Because I was also part of Oracle ACS, so I
okay,
just
okay.
yeah.
Out of
So,
curiosity. Sort of curiosity.
anyway, I think that's not our business. So
So, when coming back to this one, let me just see if payables has.
Security rules. You can show.
We'll talk about security rules, okay? But
yeah, we can
before that,
discuss day after tomorrow.
yeah,
I think.
once you do your, please finish loading those so that we can do it. Now, how long do you want to continue today's session? Should I start with
Saurabh, how
security?
will we cover the consolidation? Will it be in the upcoming sessions?
Yes, subsequently, little bit later.
So Saurabh, I think can we have the next class for the for the roles at least so that you will be
Yeah,
able
that's
to
why, like
explain.
security, I wanted to start with security. So maybe we can start with the security in the next class then.
So then the GL level, do you see anything else like whatever the remaining is here? But do you see anything else which you are going to cover
I
think DA and
apart from the reporting?
what else? I don't see, because you guys already have most of this is a copy from EBS only. Okay, there are not
Hmm.
too many changes.
Hmm. Okay. Okay.
Hmm. If you want, I can
Fine.
start security today. Okay, it will take probably half an hour, 45 minutes.
So I think already 8:20. Oh,
we have 15 minutes.
I think we can start and then maybe you can give 10-15 minutes as a brief and others, and then we can continue with the next class. What you guys say?
Ashu, I will suggest that let's do it in next session, but we'll do it in one cycle because
Okay, okay.
Okay. Then should I show you the journal page quickly? So that we'll.
Yeah.
Okay. And I will answer the other questions that you had regarding where to see the, who has updated, who columns and stuff like that. Okay. So
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
the journals page. Okay. So you have like recurring journals, incomplete, import errors and stuff like that. So this screen, this is the task screen here. So most screens you can click on this task panel here and it will have a draw out menu from where you can do different tasks here. Okay. So whether it's journal related or account reconciliation, allocations related, journal import, subledger accounting, taxable transactions, etc. Okay, so whether it is creating the journal manually or creating the journal in spreadsheet, you can launch it from here. Okay, so let's say I want to look at an existing journal. So I'll go to manage journals. And these are some of the journals which are there, okay, which have come in, and batch status and all this. This is the normal. So if you want to add additional columns, you can come to view and you can look at any other columns that you want to view here. Click on this and this will get enabled. Okay, and so this reversal period appears over here. I just enabled it. So let's look at one particular journal. This is the journal batch. So the batch header lines. Okay, the same concept remains. So this is the batch. Okay, these are the
Okay.
header and this is the lines.
Do we have the same concept of journal source category?
Yes, they remain the same.
Okay,
Here
if we
you have
want
the
to enable a
source.
text on JV. Yeah.
So you have your DFFs, so you can enable those DFFs if you want.
I think in EVS we have a setup at, I don't remember exactly the form name, where we do enable the GL text at JVs, manual JVs for ledger. So is it same here? Or
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't get what was the term you were using? Tax.
So on the journal line, we can
Text option.
apply the tax.
Okay.
there is a text option set up in EVS where we do map, enable the text on manual JVs for particular ledger. How do we do here in Fusion?
Yeah.
Is it the
So
same
like
text?
I was showing you a few minutes back. See, these are the taxable transactions that you can create and you can upload. Okay.
Even without any enabling, disabling any setup, directly we can use this web ADI.
Tax related, I'll double check on that. Okay, but if there is any place where you can enable that. Okay. Okay. So coming back to this, the header.
So Saurabh, yeah. So here, what is this
then
coming?
I'll
Journal
take your
actions.
questions. Just hold
Okay,
on.
okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'm shifting here and there. So here, this is
Yeah.
the the batch header. So you have like the details, just like we had before. Batch status, it's posted, and then you have the controls, and then you have the actions. Okay, so this is the event date, event, who did it, okay, who created it, who posted it. The details can be viewed here, okay, on this particular batch. Similarly, against that batch, you can have multiple lines. Okay. So here, like this is one, there is only one, not lines, header. So you can have multiple journals. So each journal, if there is more than one, you will be able to see a arrowhead here, and you can go to the next journal, and correspondingly the lines will change here. Then you have the journals. If you click on show more, again you get the control total, then you get the sequencing, okay, accounting sequence and all that. And then you have the reversal. If it has been reversed, you can see this. Okay, any journal related actions, you can see it, you can reverse it from here, you can add another journal, you can delete another journal, you can view the T accounts from here also. Okay. And these are the lines. So at the lines level, you can look at this, and from the lines you have these respective amounts appearing here. So this is entered in USD and accounted in USD. So if it was foreign currency, you would see two set of columns here, entered currency and the ledger currency. If I click on this particular debit or credit amount, I am taken to that detail of that particular line. Okay. And if I want to see the source transaction of this particular one, I can click on this view transaction, and it will take me to the respective subledger. So if it is GL, or whether it, if it is, sorry, if it is receivable or payables, you can go from GL to the respective subledger. So this should have got enabled. From here, you can then click on this view transaction, and it will take you to that particular subledger. Okay. And you had this about this record here. Okay. Who was
Yes,
asking about
sorry.
this?
From where
Yeah,
he clicked.
I clicked on this view and about this record.
I think he was asking about examine, like for example, table
No, I
name or
told him
something
that
like that.
example table name is not there, but you can only see the who columns.
Yeah, that's fine. So if in case I have to find the table names or something, then there is a different mechanism for that.
Good luck to you.
No, but the question is, if we have to build the reports in the BI, what will be the mechanism for that?
Trial and error. Or you have to go to basically you have to either look up the table related documentation which is there on docs.oracle.com. Okay, and all the tables are listed there along with the column names, primary keys, indexes, and all, just like we used to have the ETRM, like that.
Okay.
Other than that, it's and the other option is, if you want to look at the data, you have to go create a custom report and look at the data.
Saurabh, regarding funds check availability and funds control, it's the same functionality as in EBS?
Yes. All
And we
these
enable
modules, in total, almost everything from EBS has been carried over.
Put your resume, Fusion experience at 8 years.
Okay, so this was about the journals and the journal lines, headers, and let me just, sorry. The other thing was, Here you can see the balances at any point of time. Okay. Like on this side, you can see the balances. So if I were to, any particular, or when I'm entering it, if I have any particular value that I want to see, so let's say I want to select the line here. The corresponding balances will show up here. So I can look at a QTD or a YTD balance against that particular combination here. Okay. So this is right there on the screen itself. So you know what is the beginning activity, what happened during the period, and what is the ending.
Just one question, Saurabh, but this activity will be only for the posted JVs, or it will be for
No,
all?
dynamically. You can start when you're creating the journal also. Moment you put in the line information, account information, you can see that. Okay, so this also comes. So in this case, it becomes like a projected balance. So moment you enter some values here, it will start showing you that particular account combination, the entire set of balances.
No, but this will only show the posted balances, right? Not the unaccounted balances, right?
So your activity line will be there. That will show your current JV value.
Correct.
So you have beginning, you have current activity, and you have ending,
Okay.
which
No,
is
but
like a projected balance.
okay. No, because why I'm asking, because there could be like 3-4 vouchers which are like.
Absolutely, you're right. So that's why they have called it activity.
So Saurabh, here the legal entities is also not visible, but
It will not
ideally
be
it should be correct. So in what cases the legal entity is also mandatory?
No. This is at the all your ledger, general ledger entries are at the ledger level.
If you want to classify your in the general level, the legal entity also, can you classify?
Then you would have to have a segment there.
Segment in the sense?
From one of the segments of your flex field.
But that is, we have, no? The companies we have as a balance segment,
that could
correct?
be your legal entities.
So, but why it is not coming here?
One ledger can be assigned to multiple legal entities.
Right.
No, but my question is that on the header level itself, in Fusion, we have the capability to capture the legal entity, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we don't have balancing segment.
So ledger is their US primary ledger, correct?
Yes.
So you can define the legal entity. You can, because I want to track in one single ledger what all the legal entity transactions are there as a separate. So how will
you
do that?
differentiate your accounting transactions? Through segments, right?
No, not the segments. Do I have an alternate that where I can capture this information?
You don't.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So you want to stop here today? How do you want to proceed?
Yeah, I think we can take a pause. We can pause for the day, and probably we can continue with the next with the remaining GL